necessity was the drive to earn a living. The fact that we were in digital was just, that's what I was interested in. I've been using the internet since the days of dial-up modems and bulletin boards, before there was really even an internet. And so I just love that kind of stuff, and I'm fairly unemployable. So I had no choice but to start Quirk. I've had many mentors in my life, generally older, wiser people who have made more mistakes than I have, or maybe I've made more mistakes in a shorter period of time, but they've just helped me kind of stand on the shoulders of giants. But really I choose to have, choose not to look at the kind of role models. I want to forge my own path. There's certain people I take inspiration from. So, you know, very honestly, Quirk and my desire to continue Quirk beyond university, because when I started it, it was just a bit of a short-term job to make some extra money. I was fed up with delivering pizzas. But there's this chap you may have heard of called Mark Shuttleworth, who came to talk to our university class when I was in my 4th year. And he was just such a humble, down-to-earth chap. Look, obviously he's incredibly intelligent. But what I loved about his talk was how he actually put most of his success down to luck, which is not true. But in any successful entrepreneur, luck does play a big part, whether they admit it or not. And I saw him and I thought, look, I may not be as smart as him or as technically minded, but if he can do it, so can I. And I was really taken by his enthusiasm. And that's really what gave me the inspiration to keep it going. I also recall now actually being very inspired by Michael Dell, who started Dell Computers from his dorm room. I remember reading a story also while I was at university. He cut his door in half of his dorm room so he could sell computers over the top. And that was also part of the reason why I started Quirk. It was a big booming industry at the time. And I was inspired by that story. And over the years, I've taken a lot of inspiration from various people, even outside of my industry. Elon Musk is just an amazing chap. He also happens to be South African, so there's a certain proud patriotism in my head there. But I'm just amazed by his leadership ability and his ability to just think big. And I think, like me, I'm not here for the money. I'm here to do fantastic things with cool people, and I really get that sense from him. So even though it's a very different industry, I take huge inspiration from him and the way he works so hard to achieve what he wants to achieve. Look, I will always be an entrepreneur, and increasingly these days, as myself and my partners have started more businesses, when people say to me, what do? I used to say I run an agency, now I say I'm an entrepreneur. And that was another important thing actually about WPP for me, is that throughout the process I made sure I was true to myself. I didn't want to give them the impression that I was something that I'm not. Yeah. And I am an entrepreneur, and I'm not a suit. I don't like, wearing a jacket and a tie, and we're appropriate at a wedding. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to try and change the world in my own small, tiny, insignificant way, but it's important to me. And it's important to me that I do that in a way that's true to myself. And so I don't think I've changed. I've definitely got smarter because I've learned so much from the people at WPP. They're very wise, but hopefully the person I am underneath stays the same.